I'm here with Jean-Sébastien Patrice, who's the executive director of Multicaf, and on May 21st at the Hilton Garden Inn, owned by Sam Scalia, the owner of the properties here and a big philanthropist. They're going to have a art auction and a comedy night to raise money. So Jean-Sébastien, first tell us, what is Multicaf?
Well, Multicaf is an organization that helps food security, specifically in Côte-des-Neiges, but around Montreal since 1989. It's our 35 years.
Okay. And so here you are, you have to raise money to sustain yourselves, and a angel of a man, Sam Scalia. How did you connect with Sam?
Sam, when you arrived in Côte-des-Neiges 10 years ago, he was when he started to build condominium in the area, he asked around, is there an organization that is really grounded with the people and going really deeply in food insecurity, because he really touched by this mission. And we were so grateful that he found us. And since then, he's not only a big philanthropist, but now he's also our president of our board. So we are very lucky to have him, and honored to have him with us.
So how much at this point for your budget a year does this event contribute?
Well, it contributes more than what the government give us. So that gives you an idea. Each year, it's $500,000 that we get through this event. So for us, it's a live or die situation. And this amount help really root the people that we are helping. Not only with helping with giving some fresh fruit and vegetables, but also with our social services. So we have a team of social working team that are there for the people, to make sure that the people doesn't only get food, but they also get help to go back on their feet again, go back to work, go back to school, learn English, learn French, find something to go out of this situation of poverty.
Hi, I'm Kirsten McRae. I'm an artist and muralist from Berlin, and I'm here in Montreal working on this collaborative painting for Multicaf.
Well, let us not interrupt you. So what exactly is this mural that you're working on right now?
So I've come together with 3 other artists, and we are creating this huge piece that separates into different panels. They're going to be auctioned off to raise money for people who are experiencing food insecurity in Montreal.
And so what are we looking at here? We're looking at very specific artwork. I see a David Bowie over here. Who's that lady? Excuse me, should I recognize her?
Oh, we've got Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, when she was younger.
Yes.
Okay.
Dolly
All right.
She's ageless. She's timeless.
Okay.
And we've got Louis Armstrong.
Oh, Louis Armstrong, yeah.
And then we have a lot of plants and animals. So I've only created a small portion of this. I work with patterning.
Okay.
And other artists, so Melissa Del Pinto made the fish, the birds, Kevin did the faces, and Kevin Lito did the faces, and Carmelo Blandino did the flowers.
Okay, all right. So we also have David Bowie up there.
We do.
All right.
Yeah, maybe Kevin could tell you about...
Yeah, maybe can Kevin step in here right now?
Kevin!
Let's get Kevin. Here's Kevin. Kevin, tell us, what did you do here?
Primarily the faces, but it's a big conversation where we're adding little things here and there. We're all vibing off of each other's work. So yeah, I primarily did the faces, but there's a few elements here and there that I've done as well. Other people have come on my work. We've all just kind of put our own touches in all the works.
Kevin, give us your background.
I'm a Montreal artist, maybe best known for my murals in Montreal and around the world. But I also have a studio practice. I guess that pretty much sums it up.
All right. Who else is here that we could bring on stage?
Carmelo!
Hey, let's bring in Carmelo over here. Carmelo is the star. Did they name the restaurant after you, Carmelo?
Blandino.
That's
Yeah.
Blandino. So are you a foodie as well?
I'm a big foodie. Having grown up in Montreal, I mean, how can you not be?
Yeah.
I've relocated now. I'm in Florida. And
Okay, but that's quite an honor for you to have a restaurant named after you.
Absolutely. I actually did the mural in the front of the building.
I heard about that. Yeah, exactly.
And some of the pieces on the inside. So they decided to name the restaurant after me.
So this event here, you've been involved with it since the start?
Yeah, this was our brainchild with Sam Scalia, who basically owns Scalia Properties.
Yeah.
And, we wanted to give back to the community, so he had called me one day. I was down in Florida and said, I'd like to create a project. I have this in mind. How do we give back to the community? So I said, why don't we gather some artists together and create this wonderful mural and section it off and we basically auction it off piece by piece. And if somebody wants to buy the entire wall, then they can also purchase the entire wall with the funds go to Multicaf. Yeah.
How long does it take from start to finish this mural?
Honestly, it took 8 days to do it.
Okay.
I've been working from morning to
Right.
nonstop. The concept and the organization took months between everybody, between press and the PR work and getting the artists together. We're all from different, like Kevin and Melissa Del Pinto, who's not here today with us, they're from Montreal, but I had to organize myself to come here from the States, and Kirsten is from Berlin.
Yeah.
So we have all of this going on together, and it's a beautiful orchestration of people coming together to produce this.
So when do you start, deciding what is going to be on the mural? Like, how do you do that?
Like you can see, like some of it over here, we basically did a mishmash of we threw paint all over the canvas.
Right.
And that gave us our start. We had a foundation, and then based on that, Kevin began with the portraits. And as the portraits started to come together, we all sort of chose an area, and we got closer and closer and closer to the finish. But we overlap. We also have our own space where we basically show our talents. And then there's this beautiful synchronization that starts to happen. And as you can see, Kristen is putting the final touches
Yeah.
on the painting.
It's very pretty, and it's hard to believe that this is all put in pieces and brought into the Grand Salon for the auction.
May 21st will be the Grand Salon, the auction, and we expect to have a big crowd. Last year we had a bigger crowd in the first year, and it's gathering momentum every year, which is really nice to see. I'm excited to see where it's going to go also. Hoping that in 5, 6, 7 years from now, this will be one of those important events that everybody wants to attend and be able to see the talents grow and flourish. Yeah.
Right next to the Hilton Garden Inn with Carmelo Blandino. Such a pleasure to meet him. I've eaten at the restaurant at the Hilton Garden Inn that carries your name. You're an artist, and you've taught at Dawson College for over 20 years. Tell us about this event that's coming up on May 21st.
This is a great event, Mike. We're basically, I gathered 4 artists from around the world, and we came together to have to build this beautiful wall so that we can auction it off to give the proceeds to Multicaf, which is a food bank organization in Montreal, which that helps people in need of food. And it's just something that's dear to my heart also. Yeah.
So have you been an artist all of your life?
I've been an artist since I was 10 years old. I knew I was going to be an artist, and I remember the impact that small visual that I did had on people in my class at the time. And I said, how can I use this to further this idea, further this energy? And here we are. I mean, it's what I've been doing all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so you taught at Dawson College for many years. You are now living in Florida and a full-time artist?
Always been. I've been a full-time artist from the get-go. I was teaching at Dawson at the time, but I was also running my own agency and operation as a full-time artist. So I would work during the day and go teach there in the afternoon and go back to the studio again. And then, of course, I left. I decided to pursue my career in the U.S., and I keep coming back to Canada and Montreal. I'm still known as a Canadian artist, a Montrealer, and in the U.S., I'm an American artist.
And when you come in here, do you always eat at Blandino's? Does it feel weird looking at a menu with your name on it?
No, it actually feels very gratifying. It is weird in a way because I'm like, wow, that's actually my name, and but I'm proud. I'm proud of everything that's being done. Also, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you should be. So Wednesday, May 21st, here at the Hilton Garden Inn. Tickets are available. You could read the description of the event in this bottom of this video. 2 comedians, and then the art auction. Looks like a great event. Hope to be there.